This video is going to show you how to do tabby weaving and get started. This is a great general purpose weave, and so it's good for the very top and bottom of your weaving. Even if you're doing other things, it's a good place to start. The tabby weave is just basically an over and under weave. You over and under keep alternating all the way across. So I'm going to take my weaving needle, so it's one of the large plastic needles, and I'm going to pick up one, pick up, over, pick up, and just alternating. And if you need to, you can pick that up with your fingernail, however you need to do that. But you need to make sure, again, over one, under one, over one, under one. Pull that through. I'm going to get rid of that so that I don't cause problems there. And then when I get to the end, I want to make sure I say 3 to 4 inches, really about the width of your hand or a little bit more, should be hanging out. And then you pack that down. Your next row needs to be the opposite. So if I went under this one, I go over, and so that it should be alternating. We use a slightly different needle most of the time on the bigger weavings, but on these we just need that plastic needle. You want to try and make sure you're not getting knots in your piece. Now if you start up, if you kind of go at an angle and then pull it down, that gives you an arc, and then you can pack that. If that seems a little loose, hold on to the warp thread so it doesn't pull too tight, and then pack that down. And you want to get that really nice and tight down to your bottom row. Okay, so again, this one went over, so now I need to go under. Again, this is the tabby weave. So over, under, and I'm alternating again from the one below. If you kind of come up, and then again pack. If it seems a little loose, hold onto your warp thread and pull just a tiny bit, not very much, because again, you don't want to turn this into an hourglass. You want everything to go straight up and down. And really, you just keep doing the same thing. Just keep alternating that. Then when you get to the end, and I want you to go, since you're going to use tabby over and over again, I want you to go at least the width, let's say the width of your thumb. Now my thumbs are probably larger than some. I got big hands. So about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of each weaving type. Okay. Try not to get that tangled in there. Again, pack it down. If you need to, hold on to that. Okay, I'm going to go back and forth one more time. Again, I'm just picking that up. I don't want to end on the same side if I can avoid it. Generally speaking, you alternate. And again, pack that down nice and tight. You may see your warp thread some, but you shouldn't see like great big gaps. You can alternate. And then I'm going to end on the opposite side. Again, a little bit of an arc, and then pack it down. You want to keep those edges really nice, straight up and down, not pulling that in. Okay, so really should probably go back and forth a couple more times to get your full credit, but that's enough for the demo. And again, about a hand width out, 3 to 4 inches out. And then that's all you would need. Again, yours should be just a little bit wider. See, that's not as wide as my finger, definitely not as wide as my thumb. So again, about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Back and forth, and really pack that down and keep your warp threads on the outside coming straight up and down. And that is the tabby. Again, just in case you've forgotten, that is the tabby weave.